Hello all. So today we will discuss cash flow statement. It is a separate chapter number 3, cash flow statement under the institute material. It is study note 3. Okay. So this cash flow statement is a little bit important topic. Examination point of view, you can expect around 8 to 12 marks for examination. So what is cash flow statement? General meaning of cash flow statement. General meaning of cash flow statement. What is the meaning of cash flow statement? So cash flow statement. What is cash? That is what you have in hand or what you have in bank. Cash in hand or cash at bank is generally cash. Okay. Cash flow statement. What is it? Flow of cash. Cash flow statement is flow of cash during the year. Okay. Flow of cash during the year. That flow we have to present as a statement. What is that statement? How to present? We have to discuss all those things. So what is the purpose of cash flow statement, and what is the meaning, and what is cash, what is non-cash item, what is cash item, what is accrual item, what is cash basis. All these things you should know, you should understand before getting into the problem, or we have to understand the basics first. Okay. So study note 3, cash flow statement. Actually, this cash flow statement, purpose of cash flow statement. What is the purpose of cash flow statement? Before that you should know cash flow statement is one of the content of the financial statement. Cash flow statement is one of the content of the financial statement. What is financial statement? Financial statement. Content of the financial, major content of the financial statement is what actually? Major content of the financial statement. One is P&L, and another one is balance sheet, and another one is cash flow statement. Okay. Most of the major companies has to present the P&L, balance sheet, CFS, that is cash flow statement. This P&L and balance sheet should be prepared under Schedule 3 of the Companies Act. Under Schedule 3 of the Companies Act, that we will discuss in a separate topic. This is also important for examination. P&L preparation of financial statement under Schedule 3, you have a separate topic. Cash flow statement under what? Cash flow statement also we have to prepare as a part of Schedule 3, but the format, which format we have to use it? Is there any specific format? Is there any specific presentation method to present the cash flow statement? That we have to think. Okay. So there is an standard. There is an accounting standard 3, AS 3, which deals with the cash flow statement. Okay. So as per this standard, there is a format given under this standard. That format only we have to follow while preparing the cash flow statement. We have to understand what is cash flow statement, what is the purpose of cash flow statement. So before that, basic classification. Why cash flow statement? What is the difference between P&L and cash flow statement? All this basic understanding we should have. Okay. So cash flow statement is part of financial statement. Financial statement contains normally P&L, balance sheet, cash flow statement. P&L and balance sheet is prepared as per Schedule 3 format. Okay. Cash flow statement is prepared as per AS3 format, Accounting Standard 3 format. Okay. Accounting Standard 3, you have they have given two methods. One is direct method and another one is indirect method. So indirect method. So we will understand what is direct method, what is indirect method. but most of the companies, majority of the companies will follow only indirect method. While presentation of cash flow statement, there is a two option to present. One is direct method, another one is indirect method. Most of the companies, majority of companies is following only indirect method because it is the recommended method. Indirect method. So we will focus more on indirect method. Okay. So before that you should understand why cash flow statement, what is the purpose of cash flow statement. Okay. Take for example X Limited company. X Limited company's P&L account. Okay. X Limited company P&L account. They made a sales of 1,000 crore. Okay. And their expenses, total expenses is 500 crore. Their tax expenses 100 crore. Okay. So sales is 1,000 crore, expenses 500 crore, tax is 100 crore, then net profit how much? 400 crore, 1,000 crore, 1,000 crore. Okay. So this X Limited made a sales of 1,000 crore and they generated the profit of 400 crore. So net profit ratio 40%, correct? 400 divided by 1,000 into 100, 40%. So as per you, whether this company is performed well or not. They made a decent profit, they made a 400 crore profit and their net profit ratio is 40%. We can assume this company is performed decently because they made a good profit. Okay. So but out of this 1,000 crore sales, how much is cash sales? How much is credit sales? That we don't know exactly. How much we collected from customer, how much is given on credit. For example, 50 crore cash, 950 crore credit sales. 50 crore cash sales, 950 crore credit sales. So what is the view you are getting after understanding this one? 50 crore is cash, credit sales is 950 crore. You may think little bit, what you can think. There is a risk involved in this company because their credit sales is 950, cash sales is 50. That means what is the meaning? 950 crores they have to collect from the customer in future. They have to collect from the customer in future. 50 crore only they collected already. Correct? So by seeing only this sales, and profit, you can say this company is performing well. But by seeing this figure, internal breakup, cash sales is 50 crore, credit sales is 950 crore, then you can come to the conclusion that even though the company is made profit, very good profit, 400 crore, but out of that 950 crore is credit sales, meaning it is their debtors. Correct? So by going through the P&L account alone, you can't get the very good conclusion about this company. You can't get the final conclusion about this company because you don't have sufficient information in your hand. Because P&L account is prepared based on the what method? P&L account is prepared based on the accrual method. Whether it is cash or credit, whatever the transaction occurred during the year, it is recorded in P&L account. From P&L account, you don't get the exact results because you don't know the cash position, cash strength of the company. Okay. So like this there are many there are many uses for cash flow. Like this there are many uses for cash flow statement. If you have a cash flow statement, If you have a cash flow statement in your company, if you have a cash flow statement in your company, then you come to know how much cash movement during the year, how much cash movement during the year for this company. For example, cash collected from customer 50 crore only, cash paid to vendor 300 crore. Out of this total expenses 500 crore, 300 crore is already paid to vendor. So that then you can come to some conclusion about this company, because they made a sales of 1000 crore but they collected only 50 crore. 950 crore is not collected. What will happen next year? They may collect or they may not collect. If they have not collected, what is the accounting treatment? Then we have to provide bad debts, debtors, sundry debtors, bad debts you have to write off. So by seeing P&L only, we can't take very good decision about this company. So we have to consider cash flow statement also. Purpose of cash flow statement is to know the movement, to know the cash movement in the company during the year. Whatever cash transaction, generally what are the cash transaction generally happen? Think about business. For any general business, how cash will come to the company? By making cash sales. If I make cash sales, then I will receive cash. So it is an inflow. Inflow means coming inside. So cash is coming inside. Okay. Then what else? How I can collect the cash? Cash sales means I am directly making cash sales. Then collection from customer. I already made credit sales, but now I am collecting the cash from the customer. Collection from customer. So that is the way I can receive cash. Then what way I can receive the cash? Other income. For example, dividend received, interest received, or rent received. All these things are inflow for me. What else how can I receive the cash? I want to receive cash. How can I receive? What are the way? Sale, cash sales I said. Sale of assets, investment. If I sell my assets, I can receive cash. If I sell my investment, I will receive cash. Correct? Then that is also an inflow. How can I receive cash other than this? If I borrow money, borrowing, loan, then now what I will receive? I will receive cash, I will receive bank. Then what else? How can I receive cash? If I issue